जिस केस से हम आपको मिलवाने जा रहे हैं, शी इज़ अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ ऑल दीज फीलिंग्स, दीज इमोशंस, लेकिन शायद बहुत अलग हटकर हैं ये सारी बातें। उनके बारे में कुछ भी कहना इस वक्त हमारे लिए मुमकिन नहीं है क्योंकि शायद शब्द कम पड़ रहे हैं, इसलिए हम सीधा आपको उनसे मिलवाते हैं और उन्हीं से जानने की कोशिश करते हैं कि वो कौन हैं, कहाँ से आए हैं। सो प्लीज़ लेट मी इंट्रोड्यूस यू टू श्यामा रानी दासी। Hello, welcome to Good Evening India.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Lovely. Where from you are?
Well, do you want me to answer it realistically or?
Both ways. Both ways.
Karmically speaking, in this life, I was born in New York City and grew up as a normal materialistic girl, and then became part of the hippie movement of the 60s, looking for an alternative to our government, the wars, to our complacent parents, but not finding any alternative. So in that chaotic times, my spiritual master, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, India, Vrindavan se aaya, or more realistically, Goloka Vrindavan, Krishna ki dham se avatirne kiya. He descended from the spiritual world and gave us an alternative way of living. You're not this body. You're a spirit soul. You're eternal. No matter what you achieve in this body, you have to leave it at the time of death, and where will you go? So he gave us an opportunity to realize who we are within the body and how we can actually perfect our life.
Amazing. यानी एक अमेरिकन जो नियरली 46 ईयर्स से इंडिया में है, हमारे कल्चर को बहुत क्लोजली जानने की कोशिश कर रही हैं, हमारे रिलीजन को, हमारे वेदास को, भगवद गीता को स्पेशली अपनाया है आपने। और सबसे खूबसूरत बात कि हमारे गॉड को, द ग्रेट कृष्णा, राधा, उन्हें आप पेंट करती हैं। शायद इससे ज़्यादा हैरानी की बात, इससे ज़्यादा खुशी की बात नहीं हो सकती। एंड द बेस्ट पार्ट इज़ कि आपकी कुछ पेंटिंग्स इस वक्त जो स्क्रीन पर हैं, क्या थॉट्स, व्हाट आर द फीलिंग्स बिहाइंड व्हेन यू पेंट दीज पेंटिंग्स?
Well, just so how it got started was in 1966. I met my spiritual master at Tompkins Square Park. He was chanting Hare Krishna with some other young Americans. And I thought, where did this come from? What world did this come from? And then I started going to the temple, and he started hearing his classes on Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita. Gradually, he asked me what talent I have, and I thought that I was an artist, but actually I was the worst one in my school. I had an art show, and my friend came, and he asked me, which one is yours? So I was trying to be humble. So I said, well, which is the worst one? And he picked mine.
Oh my God,
so
no.
from that, because I told Prabhupada that Meri Chitra Banani Wali Hun, so he engaged me in giving me pictures to copy. Krishna ki tasveer, Ma Yasoda ki tasveer, copy karne ke liye. And so then he was so encouraging. He put them on the walls of his temple. His first temple was in New York City, on the Lower East Side, the place of hippiedom and mundane intellectualism. And he would be so encouraging. He would even use me in examples, like he would say that Krishna Surja jaise hai. The sun has been emanating heat and light, lakh on lakh saal se, but the sun has never diminished.
Yes.
Just like Udaran ke liye, our Jadharani, she paints so many pictures, but she has not diminished. Is tarah se Krishna, innumerable universes, Shrista kiya, or never diminished. In the spiritual world, 1 + 1 = 1, 1 = 1, 1 - 1 = 1. You add everything to Krishna, it's Krishna. You take everything away, it's Krishna. He's sarva karana karana. He's the cause of all causes and all that is. So I began painting for his books, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, I think we have a Chaitanya Charitamrita over there, if you'll show it on the screen.
Yes.
And then we joined together with a few of my godbrothers. We all painted for his books that were distributed in the millions. And then around 1977 in November, Srila Prabhupada performed his disappearance act. That is, he entered into Nitya Leela.
Mm-hmm.
And then for 15, 16 years, I was kind of lost. But then in 1992, I met my Shiksha Guru, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, and then being Srila Prabhupada's spiritual successor, he continued my training in Krishna consciousness and also in art. So for his translations of the ancient Indian Vedic wisdom, also for his lectures, some translated from his Hindi lectures. Sometimes I would use my paintings that I made for Srila Prabhupada. This is one of the paintings that I previously used in Prabhupada's books. Or Srila Gurudev trained me in painting the intimate pastimes of Krishna. So what does Krishna, as you said, Indians think he's our God, but he has his life, we have our life. But our gurus from the Gaudiya Vaishnav tradition, they taught us that, as Prabhupada said in his own words, God lives and you can live with him. Because actually we're not these bodies. Hum Isariya Nehe, Hum Atma Hai. We are all pure spirit souls, a part and parcel of Krishna. And our only duty, Jaise mere hat, mere paun, mere anke, mere pura sarir ko seva karna padega. It has no other function. Agar mere hat apne pura sarir nahi seva karte hai, ye kya hai? Bimar hai.
Right, right.
So similarly, we're in a diseased condition of life. Not only the autistic children, but everyone is diseased because we have to suffer the torment of birth, old age, disease, and ultimately death, no matter how rich we are, no matter how healthy, how beautiful. True. And then we don't know where we're going next, according to our karma. We have to take a birth maybe in an animal species next time. So my Shiksha Guru, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, he gave me the nickname Shamarani. My first name that I received from Prabhupada is Jadurani, in relation to Krishna in Dwarka. Krishna is Yadunath, the descendant of the Jadu dynasty, and very opulent king, sometimes manifesting 4 arms. And it's that Krishna who spoke Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. He said that Bijohang Sarva Bhutanam, I am the source of all living beings. From me the creation comes. Everything is resting on me as pearls are hung on a thread. But then there's a higher, more complete feature of Krishna, and that is Krishna in Vrindavan. The Krishna who spoke Bhagavad Gita, he's an expansion of the original one. So Srila Gurudev Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj told me that Prabhupada inspired him to give me the nickname Shamarani Dasi, that is servant of Krishna in Vrindavan. Right. What you're seeing on the screen here is one coloring book that I did under Prabhupada's guidance of the teachings of Prahlad Maharaj.
But Didi, जब आप पेंट करती हैं, so how you bring those minute details? I mean, after seeing these paintings, my reaction was, this is just not possible. I don't believe it कि ये किसी ने paint करा है, because I was totally mesmerized. I mean, absolute no words. It's just feelings, pure bhav, right? So, what are the thoughts behind how you bring those minute details? How is it possible?
Well, the first painting that Srila Gurudev asked me to paint, which was that Seva Kunj that you saw on the screen.
Right.
He said, can you paint my heart? So he, Prabhupada, all the gurus in our line of disciplic succession are from there. They're living there. They see it. They see Krishna and Radha and the gopis face to face. So it's actually their heart, their bhavana, that मैं चित्रकार ही हूँ. मैं जैसे paintbrush. I am an ordinary chuta jiva hun. Anu atma, chit kana, anu. So my life by myself is quite insignificant. So only when the light given by my Gurudev comes through me, then it comes on the canvas. So when I'm painting, I'm offering prayers to the personalities in the paintings.
Right.
Not only prayers for to revelation in my heart so that I can paint them, but just prayers in their glorification, prayers how they are participating in Krishna's pastimes. Also, I had the habit, both at the time of my Srila Prabhupada and my Srila Gurudev, of hearing their tapes, hearing their cassette tapes, or in later years, sound files. This particular one is done by a student god sister of mine named Manjari Dasi for the book Gopi Geet, which is a series of our Gurudev's lectures on the famous Gopi Geet of the gopis in Srimad Bhagavatam. So he wanted me to train others in the art. So really it's his bhakti, his heart that's coming through. And I may get a little bit of it. So what I'm thinking of is I'm remembering the pastimes, I'm hearing the sound files, I'm hearing the bhajans, I'm offering the prayers. Also, even the hours when I'm not painting, we sing bhajans every day.
Mm-hmm.
We chant so many hours of the Hare Krishna mantra every day. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
So will you sing something for us? Any of your favorite bhajan?
Well, the main one is Hare Krishna. So, and if any of the devotees would like to join me. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So as our Srila Prabhupada said, in the beginning she could not paint, but Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, ke dwara, wo talent is aa rahi hai. The talent is coming from connection. Just like you have a light bulb, but if the light bulb is not connected with the powerhouse, to prakash, illumination, nahi kar sakte hai. Like, and when it's tightly screwed, so it can illuminate. So by hearing, remembering about Krishna, not by my imagination, because these pictures, kalpana se nahi aate hai. Shastra say, Hamari Guruji, Pravachan say, these pictures are coming out by his mercy.
So basically, these paintings are your prayers, is a source of meditation for you.
Definitely.
Right.
Bhajan, it's like bhajan.
Right. Do you believe in Punarjanam, reincarnation? I mean,
Oh,
you were in
certainly.
America and now here in Vrindavan, no connection in between, how it all happened, and someone who was an average painter is painting so
than average.
beautifully. I mean, what do you have to say about that?
Okay, so you asked a couple of questions.
Yeah.
One, how did an average or less than average painter come to paint
Yes.
masterpieces? Our spiritual master Srila Prabhupada said these are windows to the spiritual world. So I never think that I'm actually painting it. I'm thinking that I'm simply the paintbrush and it's all my Guruji's doing. And it's his heart that's manifest to the world. On my own, I could not do anything. The other thing you said was about reincarnation.
Yes.
Yes, because we follow Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, I definitely believe in Bahut Viswas Punarjanma.
Mm-hmm.
That is, we have been existing forever.
Yes.
And we were in the tata, the shoreline between the spiritual and material worlds. From there, we had a choice, free will, to look towards the spiritual world or to look down this way. And a moment to decide, those of us who looked this way, Maya immediately grabbed us and have been throwing us since time Shuruka Samai me. That much, billions and billions, uncountable years, time immemorial, transmigrating through innumerable 8,400,000 species of life. After so much traveling, we finally come to the human form of life, which is Jivan May. It's the only life where one can think, मैं कौन है, मैं कहाँ से आया, मेरे कष्ट क्यों? What did I do that I'm suffering? And if one is sincerely inquiring, Jigyasu Sreya Uttama, one who's inquiring these questions, Krishna personally sends his bona fide representative, the Guru. And then he teaches who I am, frees us from sinful activities like meat eating, illicit sex, gambling, smoking. At the time of initiation, we take a vow, no smoking, drinking, no pan, no cigarettes, not even coffee or tea unless it's herbal. And sex life when it's for bearing Krishna conscious children. So then we are making our future good life. So whatever suffering we're having now, we know it's from our past. And we think, suppose I get a cut finger. Meri iska naam anguli hai? Cut kiya. So agar main Vaishnava hun, main Bhakta hun, to main soch rahi hun ki mere pura bhuja cut karna pada tha, because maybe I cut a chicken. But because I've accepted a bona fide guru, Sat Guru Swikar Kiya, so Krishna is minimizing or summarizing my suffering and giving me just a little so that I can continue with my bhakti.
Lovely. Didi, it was lovely talking to you, and we really hope कि आप आगे और भी ऐसे बहुत सारे masterpiece paint करें.
I'm feeling some frustration because 15 minute में kitna bolna Krishna ke bari mein, Krishna bhakti ke bari mein.
It is impossible, but lovely talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.